What's up, everybody? Sergio here with another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And today I'm going to talk about a little bit about the Ramuh board farming and show you kind of what I'm doing. There's a couple people on Reddit, said that it was going a little slower than they like, so I'm just going to, show you some of the tips that I use. Now, if you notice here, I just got done with the pursuit of white crystals. This is a little tip. So usually after I run about like 3 books in a row, maybe, my friends list starts to like run out of quistuses. So what I do is after I'm done, I will go ahead and queue up the level 70 daily quest here. And what I'm doing is just clearing out some of the friends so that it can repopulate with some quistuses. And, I'm also trying to get a rank up. Find some guys to level, although my roster is running out of people to level. But I find some people to level so I get the rank up. It saves you a book, refreshes some quistuses, and then it's time to get back to business. So 3 things you're going to want for farming. So 1, you're going to need potions. So if you can see here, I think it shows a count here. You can see I have 144 potions left. I think we got 100 randomly at some point, but you are definitely going to churn through some potions. You're going to want those. The other thing you're going to want is these Tome of Trainings 3-time EXP books. You can see I got 40 left, and they are on sale right now. If you're only going to level a couple characters, so be it. But if you're going to grind through a whole roster full of, treasures and max out all the characters that you want, you are going to want these books. Time is valuable. The third thing you're going to want is this spreadsheet. I'm a big fan of this thing. Guy named McNoll put it on Reddit. So you can see here, so I started at the Golbez event, so I wasn't around back at the Ifrit release. So all of these Ifrit stuff, I've been catching up sort of as, the units became, times 2. The Shiva was the first time I had a roster built and, was able to use the super synergy. So you can see I have my roster's 95, so that's everybody treasured with 25 mastered. And you can see here, I'm a good way through my Ramuh, so I've got 27 mastered. I'm on 79 treasures. So working through finishing off those treasures, I'll be done by today. So what I go ahead and do, and sort of what I've done, is, initially, first off, I cleared everybody who's times 2 out now just because they have like EXP times 2, ignoring super synergy. I would try and get 3 of them in parties and clear them out. And then I moved through the other 5 non-Setzer super synergy characters. So Setzer I knew was going to be the one that I was going to be using. So the other 5 who were super synergy, I built parties around with some guys that I wanted to level or whatnot, and so that by the time I even got to my Setzer super synergy carries, I had as many other units kind of done and out of the way as possible. And then what I do here is I sorted my roster by attack, right? So I sorted it by attack, right? So these are my stronger units up here, and then these are my weaker units down here. And initially, I would grab, one of my stronger units who I wanted to max out. I would grab, any of these guys, right? Although Zach was done because he was times 2 when the event started. Ramza was done because he was times 2 when the event started. So I'd grab one of these guys who I was going to max out, and then I would grab the scrubs down here, and I would just, get 3 kills, move on to the next one, get 3 kills. And what you do is you want to preset your parties. So for instance, as of right now, this was my last round. So I'm on Zach now. He is my strongest of my carries, and I've gotten all of the guys, I have 27 boards max. So obviously if you want to do 2, you can do 2 people in a party for efficiency, but I run out where I don't really have anybody who's quite strong enough to carry at this point, and I still got treasures to get. So I'm down to Zach, who's my strongest DD for this. You can see here, if you look at 3 attack 108s, Mighty Rush Assault is actually useful for this, and so is the Soldier Grit Boost, because he's only, it's only 1 round, so he comes in with that buff automatically. So I've tested them all. I get usually 15 or 16 kills out of him. So you can see here, the last round I did, I got chests for Tidus, Celeste, Prish, Aerith, and Seymour. So that was a book, right? So now Those are my carries. So I got to scroll from the bottom, right, because that's where I am from my bottom attack up. So now, I think, yep. So I'm going to grab Vincent. She was ×2, so she's done. Snow needs it. You want to make the parties ahead of time. That way, whenever you're churning through the book, you know, you're not having to remake them. I think she was ×2 when it started too. Yep, so I got hers. Him we need. See, Onion Knight with Super Synergy. So, got him. She was Super Synergy, so she is already done. Because again, I cleared out Super Synergy before I even got to them. So, we need him. And I think we probably need Vivi. So we're getting to the point, like on my roster here, where these are less scrubbish. You know, they might be able to, it'd be slower to try and take the Zac role, but at this point I would rather just churn through them. So there we go. So I'm going to be getting Vivi, Shadow, Irvine, Snow, and Vincent. Alright. So that's the plan for this book. So you hit the book. And off we go. Again, I just had cleared off some of my friends list, so we hopefully have some quicker, easier to get Vincent's. And my Setzer, by the way, he's a 35. He's not an EX. So, and these are pretty much how these go. So I try and use his 3 freeze jokers first. I don't need his delay, and it's a quicker animation. Chain Slash for him gets his turn rate up. You want him to, you know, hopefully steal a couple turns. And you bring a Quistis in for 3 D-Gen whips. So there's one. At this point, Zac is just rush assaulting. He gets a 10% cashback, so you can tell how much damage he does down here by his cashback. So, bam, 89k damage. Again, Freeze Joker. The reason, again, I do the Freeze Joker is it's got a quicker animation. Sometimes he doesn't get to the red card. He doesn't get that 4th ability. So I figure it's quicker. So again, we're just rush assaulting here. Get another 89k damage. Okay. Freeze Joker. And the nice thing about Zac, aside from hitting hard, he hits fast. He gets a bunch of turns, so it really helps keep this kind of quick. See, we're down to 1 D-Gen, so we're on turn 11. So we lost some RNG there. Zac would have killed it. Now, he's going to kill with HP+, quicker animation, so no need to do that rush assault. Bam. 1 down, 14 or 15 to go. Unfortunately, these animations are the slowest part of this whole thing. It's like, alright, come on, next fight, please. Cue me up. As you can see here, we're somewhere between, we still have over 28 minutes, so that took less than 2. Quistis, bam. And I don't think anybody wants to watch 30 minutes of me doing this, but this is how it goes. Again, you just gotta, sometimes you gotta keep track, make sure you remember when your person gets 1800. You don't want to waste a round. I've done that, just kind of getting in the groove before. But again, this is pretty consistent, and it's, you know, it's fail-free. Nothing really weird happens that can mess up the run. A couple times, like if the turn order got weird at the beginning, maybe I would have to have a Setzer red card because there was a turn coming before Quistis. But that has like barely happened. It's super rare. You can see here they all tend to go the same. You know, he's banging out 90k damage. She's dropping 3 D-Gen whips, and you know, you got a couple, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, a couple Freeze Jokers and maybe a red card from Setzer. So, I'm going to shut off the video there just because, again, I don't think anybody wants to watch 30 minutes of this because this is what's going to happen. But, you know, hopefully some of the tips here help you folks in your Ramuh farming. Have a good one, everybody.